Good morning, this is Naomi Dawn and I'd just like to talk you through my latest design team project for Fernli Designs. Now, I can't actually tell you where the inspiration for this piece came from because sometimes I just need to play and see what happens, so that's exactly what I did here. So this one started with the dimensional bell, and what I did was I used a cheap bandage from the town shop and I dipped it into a project called Powertex, which is a fabric hardener, and that allowed me to get some movement with the fabric, get this nice ripple effect here, and you can get it to do all sorts of stuff. So this is just with a cheap bandage, as I said, and that's only like less than half the bandage, so that bit was quite cheap. As I said, it's a dimensional bell under there. Then I painted just the bell, not the bandage, which was brown because of the Powertex, with a combination of burgundy and burnt umber. That was just to make sure I got really good coverage, so I put about 2 or 3 coats of the mixture of those two on, and I love the colour. It's like a really dark rich red, and I really did want rich colours on this. The next thing that I did was I cut the wings. Now for the wings I used this die, and it's the layered wings by Holtz. I got this just a few weeks ago and I've been dying to try it, so that's probably where the inspiration for this came from. There's one of this size, 3 of this size and 1 of this size on there to create the wings. Okay, so once they were die cut, I did use watercolour paper, I should say. That's 300 GSM, it's quite thick. I then inked the wings. I embossed the wings with a Tin Holtz metal die, and they've been coloured with seedless preserves, diced marmalade and 5 brick, and I coated both sides of the wings, and I gave about 3 or 4 layers of ink just to make sure the colour's nice and saturated. You can see maybe not. You can see on the back of that wing just about, it's coloured both sides. I didn't want white showing through. And then I went around the edge of the wings with Treasure's Gold. And that's Renaissance. Don't know if that will show. Sorry about the noise outside, they're cutting hedges down the road. Okay, what did I do next? Okay, before I attached the wings, I coloured the bandage. So this is some quinacridine gold and some more of the burgundy, done separately. And then again the Treasure's Gold. And then I attached the wings. So the wings were attached using hot glue, and what I did was put a nice thick bead of hot glue on the back because it allows the wings to stand out. And don't press the glue down too hard, you just want them to sit separately to get that effect. Nice and 3D. So I layered up the wings, and then in the middle I've added the smaller of the 2 Fernli Designs stress forms. That one I inked with 2 or 3 layers of, and that's Blueprint Sketch. That's one of their new colours from last year. So that's what I did to that one, edged again with the Treasure's Gold. And my brain's gone blank, I haven't got coffee. This is Flourishes 2 and this one's Mangrove. I can't remember the number of that one off the top of my head, but it's called Mangrove. So I put those on. The Flourishes 2 was actually coloured with the spiced marmalade. The Mangrove was coloured with the fried brick, but to be honest, by the time I'd got some more gilding wax on there, you can't really see the colours that well. But I still like the effect. Behind the dress form, I've put some offcuts that I got from Fernli Designs, just to give it, I think I put 2 layers on there, just to give it a bit of height. That allowed it to stand out from the wings and gave me a bit of space to put one of the Fernli cogs behind. That cog was painted with leaf green, and then I've done like a sort of rust effect. I'll show you there, which I think could have been a bit darker in hindsight, and that was painted on the back as well. So that's all of the front. I'll put the name for this clock in the captions below. As I said, I haven't got my coffee and I didn't write a list because I did know all the names of them before. Yesterday when I was planning to do this, I had all the names. Okay, now the clock I painted with the quinacridine gold, and I went around the edges with the seedless preserves just to darken it up a little bit, and I did a little bit in the middle with the seedless preserves as well. And then I added a Fernli cog, which I have gilded with the same gilding wax. I think it looks better in real life than it does on camera at the moment. So that's gone in there. And then all of this around here, all of the base, that's texture paste. And I've just used a light modelling paste for that with a spatula and made little peaks. Not too much, but just covered the whole of the base with that. And then I painted with 2 layers of the burnt umber, and I did some more of the gilding wax, and there you have it. The reason I called this one Fire Bell is because it is a dimensional bell from Fernli Designs. There's lots you can do with those. I've got another project that's part way through that I've done using a dimensional bell, and I think the wings almost make it look a bit like a phoenix or fire, and I showed it to Lou and she said it looks a bit like a volcano, so I think the fire tied in quite well, especially with the bits down here. So this is it. This is my next DT piece, Fire Bell. I hope you like what I did. I hope my explanations made sense. I will put names of everything that I used from Fernli in captions across the screen if I haven't already done so, and I'll list them below. And you'll find this video on the blog. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.